All right, welcome. Speak up on the voice for the people. We back, y'all. It's Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week. We trying to get through it like everybody else. We'll be back after the show in a minute.
In order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. In order, in order to have anything in this world, you must speak up on it. Oh, that your body and Versace, she don't want it. She like it hot just like a coffee in the morning. And if you want it, then you gotta speak up on it. Said if you want it, then you better speak up on it.
TM, what up, baby?
Tambourine's back. The tambourine had a tambourine signing yesterday in Valencia, so that's what
Yeah,
happened.
is that what happened?
That's what happened. And when we got back, the tambourine was just too. The tambourine was shook up. So ha ha, y'all get that tomorrow. It was shook up.
It was shook up. There you go. Hey, look here. We apologize to people. People said they were trying to get on yesterday, and it's my fault. I had the wrong. Well, I forgot to add our stream from YouTube. I had one stream from our new YouTube channel on, right? The one I told you we was going to transition from, and I just looked up. You be doing something so fast, you glance, boom, and I just didn't connect the other one, and that's the reason why people was like, "What the hell happened? Y'all wasn't on yesterday?" Yeah, we was on. We was on Kick. We was kicking ass yesterday. We was on Facebook. We always on Facebook. Can never mix that one up. And we were on YouTube, but we're on other channels. So if you don't remember, go to Speak Up on it.
Speak up on it.
It's just Speak Up on it, and subscribe to that channel. And because we're gonna transition from this channel to that channel. Having a few
So
issues.
so
Maybe.
for
Well, I
kick,
might just run both of them. Shit, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
yeah. So for kick, is it K speak up on it or just speak up on it?
It's K Speak Up on it.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. If you can't get Speak Up on, just type in K Speak Up on it. You're gonna see our logo, and that's generally how you find us. So yeah, so we just wilding out on Wednesday today. We ain't got nothing particular planned. IT off, D Mac off. So it's just me and T Hemp holding down
I'm
the
off
show.
all the time. So.
Yeah, shit. Even when you off, you own, bro. You own something.
You know, something.
You own something, dog.
Off to be on something.
You know
So,
what I mean? Yeah.
so I got a couple of stories, sports
Okay,
stories, real quick.
let's get to it.
In basketball, Phoenix signed Dylan Brooks to a 3-year contract extension worth $73 million. That's a
Okay.
lot of money for a hitman, but I guess he averaged 20 points a game this past season. So more power to him. They wanted to pay him that kind of money, so hey,
I
uh,
mean, never
not,
count nobody else's pockets. That's how it is.
right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
The Redskins signed Stephon Diggs to a 1-year deal at wide receiver. I got mixed feelings about that because 3 years ago, I believe it was, when they signed their quarterback, the Redskins had a very good young nucleus squad, right? They had
Yeah.
they had a good offensive line, quarterback, got some big young receivers. It takes time to mesh. Things don't always work out the first 10 games the way you want them, but the progress was there. The
Right.
next year they decided to trade damn near half the line, and it didn't go so well last year. And then what's his name got hurt at quarterback,
Now,
and they,
predominantly, that's what happened when you're a spinner. When you lose your spinner, that's the
yeah,
point. Yeah.
yeah, and they got picked up Debo, and now this year you're signing another veteran. I would have liked to have seen them stay young and kind of built that team up with more of a younger crew than certain veterans at certain positions. But that's them. That's the Redskins. And for y'all to say that they're not the Redskins anymore, they will be the Redskins until they win the Super Bowl. The San Diego Chargers will still be the San Diego Chargers until they win a Super Bowl. Get my drift? So
Yeah.
don't change nicknames for teams that don't do shit. So
Hey, so Debo back with the 49ers, right?
Debo is back. Man, let me tell you how beat up the 49ers are, Kylie. I heard that last week they had a scrimmage with the Saints that they had to cancel They had 26 people on the injured list.
Damn.
They are beat up right now, literally beat up right now. So I and
Why you think that is, Tim? What do you think's happening? But it ain't just them. It's that happens. That's happening in a multitude of places with a multitude, with a different team. So, um, and what I'm thinking is, um, I don't know what it is. Maybe um, because you've taken all the physicality out the damn, the game, that your body just don't get used to it. So when you finally, it's like a shock or something. You know what I'm saying? Your body just ain't used to it, and you creating a lot of injuries or something. I don't know what it is because you
I
see more. It seemed like injuries have increased every year. Like your main, especially when you playing fantasy and you damn near your whole team is out. You know what I'm saying, for multiple weeks. That injury is a serious. It didn't used to be like that. So I don't know what it is. I can't say that maybe they're not working hard in the off season to prepare themselves like that because I don't think that's what it is. I just think that because you don't do any tackling, no serious hitting in practice anymore, unless you the interior lineman. Um, that when you finally do get hit or whatever, your body just ain't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to build your body up to be able to take that violence. You know what I'm saying, on a consistent basis. And when it's not, um, it's a shock, and things happen, injuries happen. So that's what I think. I
Yeah.
don't
Well, and a lot of these
know.
injuries are soft tissue injuries as well. You know, muscle pulls here, Achilles strains, and to me, I think some of this has to do with just the fact that the athlete today is bigger and stronger and faster. I personally think too much weight. I think it's too much weight. Your muscles are so good right now. You don't have no fat around them. There ain't no cushion around them. You know, ain't no love in the body between the muscle and fat no more. It's just all muscle, and it ain't, it ain't got no protection. I mean, if you look back, maybe if you can remember back to the '70s, maybe athletes didn't get hurt like that. With those type of injuries, a lot of them couldn't work out like that during the off season because they had to have second jobs. But now these guys, that's all they do is boom, they work out all the time. They're in the weight room all the time, and they're yoked up and everything. And but that quick for a pull. So
Well, here's the thing though, too. Maybe it's how they working out. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
A lot of these guys, and then because these dudes don't essentially eat well either. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of some, and then maybe some of them do, and then maybe you're lacking certain
Nutrients.
nutrients
Yeah,
because you're trying to just always use supplements to cover things, whatever. But you know, you know you their diet is changing, right? And I just think, like you said, you need some fat in your diet,
gotta have a
especially
little
if you
fat.
yeah if you're gonna especially if you're gonna play sports, you're gonna because you're gonna need that to burn, right? And these guys, they're working out, and um it's like boxers, man. Like, I don't understand how boxers, especially the ones that are on the upper echelon, will come in the scales overweight. Especially when you got money, you should never come in and get you. All you gotta do is hire a cook, a chef, right?
Right.
You got the money to do it. Matter of fact, you can include his fee into your contract when you negotiate the deal for the fight, so that way you ain't losing no money. You understand what I'm saying? That could all be negotiated, just like when you negotiating airfare, first class tickets, family member tickets, to sit in the arena. All that can be negotiated in the price of admission. So what I would start telling athletes, especially in these other sports, start including somebody that prepares your meal for you in your contract. You know what I'm saying? That way, even if you're paying for it, it's already covered. You know what I'm saying? They don't necessarily have to know that's what it's for, but you can add that fee in every year while you're playing it. You know what I'm saying? That your agents could anyways. But not many people have that much foresight when they're doing things, but that's what they should do. I would think. You know what I
And,
mean?
and to that, I say, for today's professional male athlete, when you get a cook and a masseuse and they're a woman, stop trying to fuck. God damn, they're there to do you other services.
You talking about Stefan Diggs allegedly? I guess.
Hey, I
I
ain't
guess
saying
that's a.
no name.
I guess that's who you're talking about because
Deshaun
that. Yeah,
Watson. I ain't saying no name.
I'll just say because he just came out of a a court hearing with his cook. You know what I mean? And yeah, I say, man, it look like, hey, that might be, hey, if he hired you allegedly, that's probably one of the the amenities to the job, dog. That we gonna do something. You know what I mean? Because that seemed to be his mo on everybody. When they did that little thing about the team, when they was asking teammates, who from the Minnesota Vikings, it was like, who would you not want to date your sister? And everybody said him. Oh hell no, I can't have this dude. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Now if you got and they was everybody said the same thing. So you got sometimes, man, you need to look in the mirror and what I'm saying, and maybe you don't want to. Maybe that's just your thing, you know what I mean? But you some self-reflective dog and change that perspective about yourself, man, because and I don't want to see understand how the people that he come in contact with that how they don't see it as well.
Yeah, and now you got him in DC,
Yeah, so now he in DC. Now he in the DMV area. Now he in the DMV area.
as they
You
used
know
to
what I'm
say on
saying?
Batman. Stay tuned.
Well, man, look here. We always talk about um doing things, people waiting around to get things done, right? I was reminded about this by someone recently, and you know how we always looking for the perfect time to do something. When is it the perfect time to do something,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Because most people always what they talk themselves out of doing whatever it is that they're you know inspired to do, because they're always waiting for that perfect time. Oh, I don't have this together yet. Oh, I got to put this and this together there before we do this. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Sometimes, well, most times, the time is right then, right now to start whatever it is that you think about. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can get perfect later on. It doesn't have to
Right,
be,
right,
it
right.
can always get greater later. You know what I'm saying? And we always talking about. And so people always tend to talk themselves out. Oh, just like we was talking about, we was talking about New Year's resolutions, right? They say, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till when the New Year's when New Year come around, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna do that, right?" And that lasts for about how long? Till
As
you
soon
know what I'm
as
saying?
you finish your gumbo,
Yeah. When Monday come, I'm gonna start working out again. What's wrong with today?
what's wrong with today?
What's wrong with today?
I never make a New Year's resolution. I ain't got, because I know I ain't gonna hold it. I
Yeah.
know I
So
ain't gonna hold on to it, so I
yeah,
don't even think about it.
I learned. I had a coach, which was he was my health teacher too when I was in college, and he gave me he used to have us print out these cards. We had and it was your goal card, and he would always say start with 30-day increments, right? If you want to do something, start with 30-day increments, because and take it out. Michael Jackson was good at this too. He wrote down a lot of notes. If you ever saw,
He was
like
or he is.
he was, and here we go. He used to he posted all kind of shit all over the mirrors, in the bathroom, on the wall. He taped them to the walls, kitchen, wherever he went, so he would always see it, right? And he wrote it down. I always tell people all the too, write your shit down. If you want to do something, write it down. Until you write it down, it ain't gonna never, it will never manifest
Manifest,
itself.
as they say.
It will never manifest itself until you write it down. And this is true with everything. And when you see it and you say it over and over and over again. So this was taught to me when I was in college, right? So he gave us like these little 5x7 cards, right? Remember the little 5x7 cards? You used to have the lines on, index cards, and you would write down a family goal, team goal, right, and a personal goal, and do them in 30-day increments. And what you would do, like then we carry wallets, so we would take the cards, write down our goals, fold it up, put it in our wallet, and every day when you wake up in the morning, Get up, look at it, read it to yourself out loud, not just to yourself, but read it out loud, and then work towards that goal for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, if you've accomplished that goal, then set a new one, right? Sometimes you could set the same goal, right?
Right.
But just further on, further down the line, right? Further path. Like you saying, hey, I want to save $35,000 by the end of the year. Well, then you can't just say I want to save $35,000, in 12 months and think you're going to accomplish that. It's not going to work like that. So break that 35 down, multiply that, divide that by 12, and maybe go in 30-day increments. You save that much towards that amount. And then when you get to 12 months, you've saved that amount. You know what I'm saying? So and that worked. You know what I mean? Because we used to do it like we was lifting weights too. We want to be able to bench press this amount by this time,
Right.
or
Right.
squat this amount this time, or try to drop our 40 time down by this time. You know what I'm saying? Or be able to run so many quarters under this amount of time and this amount, and so we just did it in small increments, and that is the way to achieve long-term goals by writing them down in 30 increments. So that's just a gift for y'all. This ain't Wealth Wednesdays, but I just want to kind of tap in on some of the things that we talk about on Wealth Wednesdays, since it is Wednesday, right?
Trying
And
to help the people out. We're
yeah,
trying to help.
I'm saying, that's what we do. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, once again, if you haven't subscribed to us on Kick, go to Kick, download the app. Hey, we much appreciate it. Don't cost you nothing. It's free, right?
Don't
Download
cost
the app, go to K, speak up on it, and hit the subscribe button. Help us get to. We're gonna try to reach this 100 subscribers by the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? See if we can do something with that. You know what I'm saying? If we're on YouTube and you subscribe to us, we appreciate you if you go over there and help us on that platform as well. You know what I'm saying? All our Facebook friends, y'all come and y'all watch us, whatever, do the same thing. It don't take you nothing, take you a little time to do something. We're always looking for support. You always want somebody to support you when you're doing something, so support somebody else when they're doing something. What I mean? Until you get started. And when you're doing something, let people know. That's how you get support, right? So,
that is.
so- right. All right. So T Hemp, other than that, what else we got going on? You got anything you ain't been writing down no good jokes for these
I
people.
just lost today.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's always.
He had to talk about the fucking Dodgers, you know what I'm
I just,
saying?
I figured you didn't know, so I just thought I
I
was
did.
gonna,
They in a slump.
I was gonna try.
They
Oh,
in a little slump.
they in a big slump right now.
They in a slump. How many games is
The
that?
Yankees went through that slump last month, so
Okay.
I feel for it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
it
They'll be all
happens.
right. They'll make the playoffs.
Yeah, they say players fuck up. Team. You know what I'm
That
saying? That's how it go.
I,
Yeah.
I'm not I'm rooting for I'm rooting for the I'm not rooting for the Dodgers. So I don't like them anyway.
Wouldn't you be rooting for us to face us in the championship though? You know what I mean?
No,
No, you don't even want to see them in the championship, huh?
no.
I
And if
guess
the
not.
Dodgers play the Red Sox, I may just not watch the World Series because I can't stand them either. So I just may skip it.
That's right.
I'll go to the golf course and play golf
Here,
for.
here go a note. This is what I want to talk about. Today I was watching practices of teams playing today. These kids today. I don't know who started this shit. I don't know. It might have started in the pros. I think it started in the pros. Really, I believe that when they start pulling their goddamn pants up so hard, so
Yeah,
high, where it looked like they wearing biker shorts with thigh pads on,
right, right,
shoulder
right.
pads, and a helmet. Right now, this is like people. If y'all ever watched, this is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. That shit don't look fly. First of all, it don't look good. It ain't sexy. It's stupid. There's reason why you. And what do you need thigh pad? The biggest muscle on your leg is not your damn. Is not the. Is not, you got the pad covering them. The biggest muscle, your quads, right? Like people have. How many times you see people with quad injuries more than knee injuries? That don't really happen. Knees, the joint right there where where your leg been. That's where problems come at. That's where
Right.
your MCL, LC, all that. That's where that come in. Why aren't you covering that? Especially in practice, dog. Look, you're trying to get to the game, right? You're practicing for a whole month. You're going to be going at each other over and over again every day, right? You're trying to get to the game. Which how you going to get there is by being injury free. So why not at least in practice cover yourself up? Wear all the necessary pads that are required for you to wear so that you are not injured
All
during
of them.
practice.
All of them.
All of them. I
And
mean,
that goes for butt pad, hip pad, thigh
whatever.
pad,
That's
knee
why they.
pad,
Why do you think they?
whatever.
Why do you think
Cup.
they invented that shit for you to wear because you're violently running into each other. Shit happens. People accidentally helmet hit knees, helmet hit ankles, helmet, you know what I'm saying? Wear the helmet hit hips, right? You fall on your ass, right? These things happen. They just happen because you're playing a violent sport. Why not protect yourself so that okay, once you get in the game, then get sweet. When the lights on, then get sweet. Okay, then get sweet.
When
But
you
to
start
get
getting paid, get sweet, damn it.
yeah, well, they getting paid, Tim. They are getting paid. So we can't say that no more. They're getting paid. But what I'm saying, if you want to make it to the game, because that's the ultimate goal to make it to the game, cover yourself up and protect yourself so that you can make it to the game and then get sweet for the lights and cameras. At practice, there's no need to be looking sweet at fucking practice.
Nope.
Nobody's watching you. Nobody's giving shit, right?
Mama, nope.
It doesn't count when you're in practice, right? Only counts when you're under the lights and the TV cameras are on, right? That's when you want to look your best. That's when we used to spray our cleats up and have them standing out, you know what I'm saying, with that gloss on them and spatting up and all of that stuff. When the lights come on, we did that for the games. Practice, hey man, look, this is practice. You ain't got to be out there looking all fly at practice. And it don't look good anyway. I don't know what the fuck is this. They trying to reinvent the damn uniform with this damn biker. I mean, I'm TM. They got the whole knee exposed, bro.
Yeah.
They essentially wearing biker shorts with thigh pads. I
And
was like,
so and
what
so
idiot started this shit is crazy to me. I don't
right.
know who started this
And
shit.
so this message is going to go out to every youth league football organization from the state of California
Texas,
to Virginia, from
Florida,
Montana to Texas, Florida, everybody.
with Alabama.
If you're commissioner of the league, it ought to be mandatory that these kids wear the proper equipment all the time.
All the time.
These kids at 10 years old, their bodies ain't developed yet. You
Yeah.
hit a kid, let a kid get hit on his knee and tear something up. That shit might not come back right. You don't your kids, these kids out there ain't wearing a cup. The cup, your balls ain't made out of iron. Put on a
Hey,
fucking cup. I don't care how uncomfortable it is.
hey,
Wear a
man.
cup. Wear the thigh pad. Wear the knee pad.
It's
It ain't
knees.
gonna kill you.
The knee pads is the shit for me. Now I get and it don't make you ain't running no faster because you got knee pads off and shit like that. This is bullshit. You really you're not protecting yourself. Dog. I'm just telling you. I want to see teams get to the game with all their players healthy, right? And you got to understand over a 12-week period when the games finally do start, or maybe even longer because you got bye weeks now. So you're a 14th. And if you go to the playoffs and the championship, it's even longer 16, 17, 18 weeks that your body is taking a unnecessary punishment every day at practice and on the game when people are really trying to hurt your ass, right? So why not protect yourself at least at practice so that you can get to the game? That's my thing. Because time after time I've seen today, I was watching today a guy hit the damn, and some of these new surfaces there's concrete, right? And then they put the damn astroturf on top of it. There's no give, right?
Right,
There's,
right.
there's no soil there that's going to give. So when your fucking knee and shit hit that, there's the impact. It it's just you against it, right? So it's nothing to soften the blow. But at least if you had a pad on, it would give you some shock resistance from when you hit the ground or when somebody with their helmet or their shoulder pad hits your knee. You know what I'm saying? That's just I somebody needs to stop this shit. Like they need to implement this rule. I heard the NCAA was going to make that a rule that hey man, look, because even when we play, like we didn't like the big pad, but we would cut it. You know what I'm saying, a little bit and make it
Right, make it a little
little
bit smaller.
smaller. You know, uh, but at least we had it covering our goddamn kneecaps.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, so it
Again,
covered your kneecaps. You
yeah.
know,
Again, Kai, all people who are running youth sports leagues. Can I call out names? Can I? Is it
yeah, why not? As long as it's true. Sure.
Snoop Dogg has a league?
Mm-hmm.
Snoop Dogg is a football fan.
Mm-hmm.
Step up, Snoop. Have your kids fully equipped. Ain't out there trying to look all cute, look all ice. Have these? Or is it the safety of the kids? Is it for the safety of the kids, or is it for your entertainment purposes?
Well, it
What
should be
what are we
both.
what are we
Should be
coaching?
both.
What are
It
we
should be
coaching?
both. It should be both. First, you gotta have safety, then you can be entertained. But you can't be entertained if your ass is on the sideline hurt. That's all I'm just telling you. You ain't entertaining shit on the sideline hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of seeing kids hit their knee on the ground and limp off. Oh, man, doing this. Yeah, your replacement because you just got your knee hit. You don't got no damn pads on. You know what I'm saying? And especially when at the youth level, you need to be wearing all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Because your
again, your body is still developing.
absolutely.
And so take a good hit in the kneecap, and every not everybody is the same size, no matter what level you play at. But when you're 10 years old, if you're about 10 or 15 pounds lighter than the other kid, and you get hit on your knee like that, you're talking serious damage being done.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so take heed or don't. It's up to you. We'll see if you make it to the game. Another note. We had Keyshawn Davis in boxing turned down uh, the purse bid that Top Ranked won the bid for the fight between him and Devin Haney after he did all this calling Devin Haney out. And, because Devin Haney nickname is Debo, right? So he's saying he Craig, he got the brick, and he didn't went over to the hood house. He went over to the Harvards and went in front of the house where they filmed the movie and talking about he looking for Debo and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And he did the whole video shit, but he turned down 3 million initially, right? Which his manager is Jay Prince, I believe. They said allegedly turned down 3 million originally for the offer to do the fight. Devin gonna get his money because he's the champ, so he's contracted with the zone to get his money is already etched in stone. But Keyshawn only gets 25% if you go to purse bid, right? So he wound up they bid I think it was 8 million, so he gets like 2.1 million, whatever, which is less than 3 million, which they originally had offered him. The same promoter that won the bid for the showcase, and then he just totally backed out the whole thing altogether. So to me, I think he was just using Dev name for clout, right? Because he only got 15 fights or 14 fights or whatever so far anyway. I didn't think he was ready to fight no Devin Haney no damn way. I think Devin Haney was gonna whoop his ass all up and down that damn. And people, I don't care how tough he is, he just don't have enough experience for Devin. And so I think he's just using it for clout. But he just backed out totally from the whole deal. Took his name out of the contentions for being the mandatory and everything. And I'm trying to figure out how he became mandatory anyway. He never had a fight at welterweight, which is the
Hmm.
division Devin is the champion of. And he only had, I think, one or two fights at 140, and he ain't even the champion there. So how the fuck he skipped the whole line. He skipped the whole line of a whole weight division in front of him, ahead of him, or higher than he is, to become a mandatory and then back out of the deal. So essentially, who the fuck he gonna fight? He gonna be in the shelf, I think. Top rank, like, hey man, look, we offered you 3 million, you turned it down. We went the purse bid, we won the purse bid. We're gonna give you 2.1 million. Now we just gonna let your ass sit on the shelf and figure it out till next year. I don't think he gonna fight none this year. I can't see him fighting none this year. So, anyways, he fucked that up.
Yeah.
So that's a duck, what they call a duck. If you walk like a duck and act like a duck, sound like a duck, I think it's a duck. What you
Yeah,
think, King?
I miss boxing back in the old days, when guys would just fight. Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier fought 3 times. The second fight wasn't for nothing. They
Yeah.
didn't fight. There was no belt on the line. They just fought just for the freaking hell of it. When Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns fought, I think it was the second time.
Hmm.
Even and they were both pretty washed up after that. It wasn't for nothing. There were no belts on the line. They just fought.
Yeah.
So
Well,
but,
I don't mind. You know what? I don't mind that it's not like it used to be. So much to whereas because
but these guys are all friends now.
yeah, that too. That now that's some bullshit. Ain't no friends in boxing, bro. Especially,
Marvin Hagler didn't like Sugar Ray Leonard. Thomas Hearns didn't like Sugar Ray Leonard.
I mean,
Roberto Duran didn't like none of them,
no,
and they
but
didn't
even
like each other.
it don't matter to him. Even Wilfred Benitez was Sugar Ray Leonard's brother-in-law,
Brother-in-law, right,
and
right,
they
right,
still fought.
and
You
they
know what I'm
still
saying?
fought,
So
right.
that shit don't matter, bro. They was like, man, you in my division, right? Well, you got to get your ass in the ring. You
You
know what I'm
got it.
saying? Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? You got the belt, and I want the belt, and the only way for me to get to that top, we got the scrap. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it was. You know what I mean? Ain't no friends. Marvin Hackner, I think it was the one that said, or I remember Tyson making reference to this. I don't know if Hackner said it or Tyson made reference to it. He said, if you are my friend, you will fight me because that's how I feed my family. Period.
Hmm,
That's we in the game. We prize fight. That's what we do.
that's what
You know
we
what
do.
I'm saying? That's what we do. So this shit that Keyshawn and Shakur got, oh, this is my brother. I'm not fighting him. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't your brother. Y'all ain't got the same mama and daddy. I'm not trying to hear that bullshit.
Don't want to
That
hear it.
motherfucker's in your weight class. He's supposed to be he in the top five. You got the belt. Y'all motherfuckers need to fight. You know what I'm saying? Put that friendship back on it. Sean Porter fought Crawford. They was friends.
Hmm.
You know, to a degree. Shit. You know, whatever. Sean fought. Sean was friends with these Keith Thurman. They fought friends. You know what I'm saying? Him and Earl was somewhat a friend. They fought shit. I mean, ain't no. This is how you feed your family. You know what I'm saying? So get your ass in the ring and fight each other. All this little friendship shit. You know what I'm saying? Or don't fight in the same division. Your ass stay in the lower division till he move up, and then when he move up, you move up. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
Yeah, I
right.
don't want to see all this shit. My friends, motherfucker, you in the fight game. God damn it, I want to see some fight. And how many times when we was out in the hood, in the neighborhood, and you and somebody else slap box, even though y'all
Hey,
was boys, it just
all the time.
happened.
It was
Right,
all the time.
it was going down.
Yeah.
It was just all fun and competition. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What you
Afterwards, you went down to the store, got an ice cream bar, and
Yeah, yeah. Or
and that
depending how
was
old you was, or 40. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And shit, and it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? That's how
I,
it go.
that's funny because when I was in elementary school, and this guy I was friends. We used to walk to school together. For
Mhm.
whatever reason, Kai, I couldn't tell you to this day. We had a fight on 122nd Street after school,
Yeah.
and I think about it to this day. I don't know why we were fighting because we were good friends. Don't know,
Amen.
don't know. It just
Amen.
happened.
Amen. Sometimes, but after you fight, it's all good. You know
We
what I'm
were
saying?
cool. We went to the
Shit,
ice cream truck afterward, got
yeah,
ice cream, and walked home.
shit,
You
man,
know,
please. And nowadays, these motherfuckers they don't even want to take ass whoopings no more. They bring other shit into the ball after they get their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Now
yeah,
damn coming back for the rematch. Shit, they coming back with doing some other
they
shit.
come
You know
back
what
for
I'm saying?
some other shit.
These scary motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You scared to take like motherfucking John Singleton told motherfucking Friday. You guys are scared to take an ass whooping now. You know what I'm
Scared to take
saying?
an ass whooping.
Yeah, you scared to take another. Use these. These are your weapons, right? You know what I mean? You scary motherfuckers.
Not this generation, not Gen Z.
Oh man, please. These motherfuckers scary as fuck. They don't want to do shit. They run tell that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah. All right. So you got something that you want to talk? We got D-Mac ain't here, so you got a thought of the day for him?
Yeah, I'll do D Max start of the day. Mine's gonna be a little bit more raunchy than his.
That's all
So,
right.
so,
Shit.
so here go the thought of the day. This goes out to all you men and women who want to be bougie and think you all that. If you really walk around town and you don't think your shit stink, tonight when you go take a shit on that gold toilet and you wipe your ass, put that tissue up to your face.
That is nasty. That is
Tell
nasty.
me that shit don't stink when you do.
Oh man, shit. Anyway, let's get out of here, man. Oh shit. Let's get there. All right, man. Back tomorrow, man. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time or one about. Got on a little late today, but that's all right. Hey man, join us, tell somebody about us. Go to Kick, download the app, subscribe to
Dig
the channel. Come on,
it,
we trying to kick some ass. Kick. Help us out, y'all.
dig
And we
it.
We out.